Hey guys, welcome back to LPLR Orchids. Oh man, let's pollinate some Paphiopedilums. So the pollinia, the pollen in orchids, well in Paphiopedilums there's two of them, one on each side of the column. Right there at the end of the toothpick, and then on the other side there's one. And then on the back face of the column there is like a sticky face back there. And so it's really cool on these orchids, if you aren't aware, like the flies or whatever, bees, whatever's going to pollinate them, a lot of times like these hoverflies, they'll come in, they'll get trapped, they fall down into the pouch, there's nothing down there, and then they crawl back up. The only way to crawl up is by these like wall line of hairs in the back, which forces them to come out through the back of the pouch back here. And when they do that, the pollinia that is sticking to their backs will, or wherever, heads, legs, will stick to that sticky face as they're forced to crawl through it. So it's a really cool pollination mechanism. And it's like helpful to know that when you're trying to pollinate these, so you can identify the parts and figure out like the best way to do it. Now, a lot of times people will cut all of the parts off of the flowers. So they'll, especially like in this one, pollinia, you can just see it down right there at the end of the toothpick is the pollinia. And again, on the other side, there's another one. And same thing, sticky face on the back of the column. So yeah, by cutting all of the petals and sepals and the pouch off, you can get clear access to both the pollinia and the face. I don't know, I try not to do, I don't want to do that, although I'll stab it with the toothpick. These Paphiopedilums all have bloomed within a few days of each other now. Just the Bellatulum opened up first just last weekend, followed a couple days later by the Limianum here, and then the Tyanum that opened up about 3 days ago or so. It really started to crack open. So the general knowledge seems to be like within a week of the flower opening is the best time to pollinate Paphiopedilums. So yeah, we're gonna do that now. Now, which ones we're gonna cross? So the Tyanum we plan on crossing over with the Bellatulum, and then vice versa. So we'll do a reciprocal cross there. Now that is not a unique cross that has been done before, as pretty much most primary hybrids that seem readily possible and easy. Now of course there's always more to be done, but you know, if you want, on slipperorchids.info, I think it's called, that website has a really good chart, like a triangle chart that shows all of the subspecies or subgenera here in the Paphiopedilums and how closely they're related, and it shows which plants, which species have been bred together. So you can then, you know, do some research and figure out what's been done before, look at the flowers and see what's prominent in the offspring between certain species. This cross looks pretty cool. We've only been able to find a couple pictures of it, and in that cross the Tyanum was used as the seed parent. Bellatulum gave the pollinia. That's going to happen with these two, and then we collected pollinia from the Venustum album recently, and so we're going to try using that on the Limianum. The Venustum album that we took the pollinia from, we gave away to a friend of ours last week, so we no longer have that plant in our collection, but we're going to try the pollen on that and see if we can get something there. Now, as far as why these, well, first of all, because they're in bloom, and yeah, we want to try breeding, and so yes, we'd of course like to make unique crosses, but for us that's not necessarily a reality, and with Paphiopedilums, if you're trying to breed them, there's no time to wait. You gotta get them going. You know, I'm no spring chicken, so yeah. So we'll store the Pollinia from the Limianum. That's what's going to happen. Let's get right into it, and we'll see if we can do it without cutting all the stuff off. We've tried this before with mixed success, both, it's tougher. Take the Pollinia off the Bellatulum first, because I think it'll be easier. Well, I've got just a regular, coffee filter that I'm just holding underneath in case the Pollinia should fall off. I can try and catch it. Most likely, if it does, it'll fall down into the pouch. Although I'm hoping it'll be a little bit sticky, which means it should be really good. Now I want to use separate toothpicks for each one because I don't want to I want to leave it on the toothpick if possible. It's going to stick. There you go. So there it is. It's on the end of this toothpick. Now I want to leave it on there so I can just directly deposit it on the Tyanum here in a second. Second toothpick for the other Pollinia. See, you want to kind of dig up on it. Oh, no. See, I lost that one. Where did it go? Is it in the bottom? Oh, no, it's on the table. It's down. Okay, it flew off, so it didn't get caught on the coffee filter. Here's the second Pollinia. So now I've got both Pollinia off, okay? Different toothpicks. I'll leave them on here and go directly onto the Tyanum. But first, I have to take the Pollinia off the Tyanum. So I'm going to set those off to the side on the coffee filter. Now grab two more toothpicks, another coffee filter. Okay, move. Now this one's going to be a bit harder to dig out because the Pollinia are a bit more hidden. They're back down behind. So I'm going to try to bend this pouch out of the way. Oh no, it fell in. All right, well. It's not a big deal. You can fish it out. All right, I'm just going to leave those in. I may end up chopping off the pouch on this one. The main thing is you don't want it going back down. There it goes. Okay, well that one's a little bit smashed, but now I got to get the other one out of the pouch. So I'm going to cut this pouch off. Oh, it didn't even film. I didn't get the film of that one. All right, so I'm going to try to cut this pouch mostly off. I don't want to cut the surface now. I got to dump out Pollinia, so you're stuck there. Really sticky. There we go. Okay, so now these need to go directly on, but first let's put these on. So these are from the Bellatulum. And now I guess it'll be, I'm going to put them both on because that's just to increase my chances. Try to put both of them on there. See that little face? That little face right there. And then these will hopefully kind of curl up and push the Pollinia against that little flat face. Let me get the other one. Oh no. There we go. All right. So now they're on there. Those two away. Pollinia from the Tyanum. Try to get on here. Now, again, this one, so yeah, the face that you need to pollinate is back down there. So I'm going to have to cut this one off as well. Well, I have to just take the lip off.
Try to do it without that. Don't take everything. How's gonna close now?
Okay. So you can, up underneath the column there, you can kind of see the face. It's going to be really hard to film unless you're filming it upright, because I can't bend the flower up. Yeah, I don't know how you're going to film that. Anyway, well, I'm trying to put it up in there, but I got to see it. Okay, that one stuck very nicely. Scoop up the other one. Put it right next to it. Perfect. Those ones were really nice and sticky. Okay, so that one is done. Both of those are done. Tyanum onto the Bellatulum and vice versa. All right, now the Limianum. So these Pollinia I just want to collect. Oh. These guys are pretty small. Come on. Almost. There it goes. You see it on the end of the toothpick. All right, now the next one. Let's go from the top. See, it's much easier. Second one. Okay, so now put these in the fridge. Oh, I have to pollinate. I still have to put the pollen from the, that's right, before we go. I need to do that. I'm still not done. New toothpick. All right, so this is from the Venustum album, this Pollinia. Again, let's see if I can do this one. Do it just from the top. Try to do it the lazy way. See, maybe we'll have. Okay, there. It should be where it needs to go. Thanks for checking in, guys. Hope you're having a good one. We'll keep you updated. We'll see you back here at El Pilar soon.